want to ask you, are you devaluing yourself to other people? Not on purpose. Listen, nobody would intentionally do that. Nobody on purpose would say, well, I want to cut my value in half so people don't see my real worth. I get that. And that's not what I'm saying is that you're doing that. But I'm asking, are you unintentionally devaluing yourself to other people because you're not intentionally valuing yourself at the level that you are in the marketplace? Are you doing actions that are perceived to reduce and limit your value and impact out of fear, out of shame, out of worry of lack, worrying about being misunderstood, worrying about people taking it the wrong way? Are you selling yourself short to the point that it is negatively affecting you in your life? It's costing you time, relationships, hours, financial, because you are unintentionally devaluing yourself and you are not being intentional to operate in a way that values you. Listen, if you don't believe that your value is at a level that people need, you will project that lack of confidence and that low value to other people. What will come across is this: it will tell people, listen, I don't believe in what I'm saying. And hopefully you might work with me if you believe in me more than I do. That's essentially what you're doing. And I know that because that's what I've been doing. That's what I've been doing my whole life. And I want to say that I've been guilty of it more than anybody else, more than you watching this right now. I have been devaluing myself to other people and selling myself short out of insecurity, out of worry, that if people realized how insecure and nervous I am about what I do in myself, that they would judge me and that they would not want to work with me. If they knew the whole story, they wouldn't want to do business with me, that they wouldn't want to do life with me. And I've been selling myself short with people unconsciously, subconsciously, by allowing my fear to dictate my value, by allowing other people's opinions to dictate my value, by allowing the path and the roadmap for my life that other people have been trying to decide dictate my worth. And so I only say that about myself to say this: whether you believe me or not, if you're watching this right now, if you're at this point, it already tells me this, that in some way you want to go further, that you want to go to a higher level in your life, that you know that there's something more out there, that you know that there's a destiny that you're not reaching. Otherwise, you wouldn't be watching 3 minutes in a video with a guy with a Rainbow Einstein shirt on. Okay? Like, seriously. I get it. But I want to tell you this. From this moment on, do not sell yourself short to other people. Do not compromise your conviction. Do not compromise your beliefs. Do not compromise. Do not sell yourself short for anybody or anything or any goal. Up until this point, you've been believing the lie that other people won't connect with me where I'm at unless I sell myself short so they like me. And you're doing it to get validation from other people. I know this because, again, like I said, that's what I've been doing my whole life for 30 years. And even while I'm saying this right now, I'm still even working through this. I'm still working through trying to prove to you that I know what I'm talking about. When I know I don't need to prove that to anybody. And you don't need to prove that to anybody either. And so right now, while you're watching this right now, I want you, if there's something that you've been doing, someone you haven't talked to, I want you to know that you are made for more. You are meant for more. Yes, Rita, exactly. You got this. Rita's like giving me a script right here for everybody. Whew. And Rita, I want to tell you, that's what you were made for, is to speak life into people, tell them they were made for more, that they got this, to not compromise, to not stand down, to not let their fear dictate that. And if you're watching this right now, if you're 5 minutes into this video and you've been devaluing yourself to other people, I want to tell you that ends today, that stops today. And what you need to do is go out and walk with confidence and know that you know who you are, what you were made for, and that nobody can tell you otherwise or stop you from reaching what your destiny, what you were called to do. Listen, I made a video yesterday. If you ask yourself these 2 questions today, right now, if you knew that success was guaranteed and failure wasn't possible, if you knew you couldn't fail, what would you do with your life? And if you knew that you were going to die tomorrow or next week or next month, what would you do with the time that you've been given in the last week, the last day, the last 30 days? Ask those 2 simultaneous questions. The answers are probably going to be very different from each other. You know, if you're going to die tomorrow and I'm going to go on a beach, I don't want to be here in Austin, Texas right now. I'm going to go to Hawaii. Okay. If I knew I couldn't fail, I'm going to go create video games, create movies, write books. I'd get the most out of that time while I'm in Hawaii. I'm going to do that. If I knew that I was going to die in 30 days and I knew that success was guaranteed, I would spend that 30 days doing that. And so what that does is, obviously, right now in my current situation, I can't go take $2,000 to go fly to Hawaii and go do that. Right now, you know, we're building a business, we're investing, we're growing, we have people we're leading, we have to be where we're at right now, we have meetings to do. I have to go in person to Dallas, Texas, and then Pennsylvania next week. So my current situation doesn't do that, but I'm taking ownership over where I'm at because I've chosen to be here. What I'm doing is I'm moving the needle forward. You know, my goal is to have a private jet so I can do that, or have a jet membership, or have enough money to where I could just hop on a plane. Instead of it being my bucket list, it's my living list. And when I live out that every minute of every moment of every day. And there's a song that says, live like you're dying. Not out of fear. Most people, when they hear that, when I heard that my whole life, I was like, I don't want to live like I'm dying. That sounds scary. No. Live like you're living, and live like what you were made for, and live out your destiny from this moment on, and stop devaluing yourself to other people. Don't sell yourself short. If they don't agree with you in that meeting or in that video, or someone judges you, or you get nasty comments from people, whatever, give it up. Walk forward. They're in your past. Shake your shoes off and go forward and step 1 foot in front of the other with faith, trusting the process, trusting where you're going, trusting the plans and the purpose that God has for your life, that he made you for, those dreams, the destiny, the dreams that you had when you were 5 years old, to impact people with wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, with joy, with peace, with love, with comedy. Those dreams that you have when you were 10 years old, to create movies, to write books, to change the world, to speak on stages, to go around the world, to travel. When you were 15 years old, to find the love of your life and to come to know your creator that made you the ultimate love, the love that you were created to crave. You were made for love, to give it and to receive it. You are worthy of love. Stop devaluing yourself to other people. That's what I want to say, you guys. Whatever that translates to you at this point in time, stop devaluing yourself to other people. Walk in confidence and inheritance and knowing, I know where I'm going and nobody can tell me otherwise. And then put 1 foot in front of the other with trust every single day that God will direct your footsteps. You don't need to wonder if this is where I'm going, because he's already said all of his promises are yes and amen. He didn't say they're yes and amen sometimes if you're worthy of it. He said, I've made you worthy. Now go. Grow your life, everybody, and we'll talk soon.